City Boys Up in Atlanta.
It was charges on my account for $800, $500.
We're looking at a couple $1,000s.
These Spelman grads say that their Morehouse brother is an undercover hustle man, using their HBCU bond
But I got paid dust.
to steal their money.
You scammed me, you hacked me.
They say he's been meddling his classmates' bank and PayPal accounts for years, and he's got the Christian Dior and Versace to prove it.
And come to find out, he scammed so many of us.
His target? HBCU students and graduates. What you need to know to protect your money. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Spelman, Morehouse, Clark, Atlanta. We all know the bond that they have, not only as students, but as graduates too. But Jada Rice says something in the buttermilk ain't been clean. She says it all started when she took to social media to ask her followers about this YSL bag, if they've seen it before. She says her fellow Morehouse brother, class of 2021, John Richmond, said he could get it for her for the low. But days later, her bank account, it was wiped clean.
Look at her. So tea, like just so cute.
This is the message that Jada Rice received after asking her followers where she could find this vintage Saint Laurent handbag. Her Morehouse brother, John Richmond, who was a TV producer at the time, he replied, Maddie. Jada says, Maddie who?
And he tells me that she is a producer and they have sourced her to work with talent. And she works with, getting stuff off the runway, like a stylist. I couldn't find this bag. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll give this a try.
And that is where it all began. She sent a text message to this Maddie person who says that she can get the bag for $1,600.
She told me I can get you something for used for $1,200 or brand new for $16. Instant red flag. The market price for this purse that I was trying to get, it was more expensive than that. So I knew that those numbers didn't sound right.
How much was it retail?
Retail, I want to say it was around 2,800, but because it's discontinued, it probably would have been maybe like 26, but definitely not 16.
She went ahead with that $1,600 payment anyway. But Cash App didn't work. Neither did Apple Pay. So Maddie asked her to send it to a random Zelle account.
Maddie had me send the funds to a Demeric Davis, right? That's who she had me Zelle it to, and that's the name that it popped up. And remember how I told John that didn't sound right, because why are you having me send my money to somebody that's been booked for shoplifting, right? This was the boy, remember, Demeric Davis. This is the guy who Maddie had me send the funds to.
After days of back and forth, Maddie never sent the bag overnight and then stopped communicating.
But then Monday came, and then Tuesday came, and Wednesday came. I'm like, I don't know about this.
So she hits back her friend, John Richmond, about this.
He gets back to me via DMs, and he's telling me she got a new phone, she got a new number, and she was missing some of her messages.
As the excuses continued, Jada then says she got an alert from her bank.
I'm talking $800, $300, $500. Like, and some of this stuff don't make no sense. Y'all was going and buying drums? And what a coincidence that I got something on my account from Nordstrom Rack. I don't really shop there like that I would just have charges on my account.
Her entire checking account was wiped out. Her bank claiming that somebody hacked the Apple Wallet in her phone. She did dispute those charges with her bank and got close to $5,000 back. But Zelle refused to refund that $1,600 she gave Maddie for the bag that she never received. So she then asked Maddie for a refund.
She's like, okay, I got you. Let me go ahead and process the funds. I will get that back to you. I'm like, okay. So some days go by and she checks back in and she's like, hey, did you get the money back? My friend told me that you should have the money back in your account. And I'm like, I don't have the money back in my account.
So you never got your money back. There's $1,600.
Never got my money back. Never got it back.
She says her friend, John Richmond, apologized profusely. Quote, I'm dealing with the loss of someone who raised me. I wouldn't refer someone who I never shopped with. I didn't scam you at all. I wouldn't dare ever scam anyone, period. I don't get down like that at all. That's not my character, end quote.
You scammed me. You hacked me.
Jada, adamant. that there was never any Maddie. She believes that it was her friend John posing as Maddie. The Shade Room cannot independently confirm that for sure because Maddie's phone is now discontinued.
I don't trust it. So I made a video. And after I made the video and I posted it, so many people from our colleges had hit up my DMs and was like, girl, yeah, you don't know he be scamming people.
One Spelman grad even writing her, quote, "Girl, he got me too right before we graduated from Spelman. It wasn't a lot of money he got from me, so I just never talked about it, but he is surely true to this. Been getting people since 2021, end quote." So we at the Shade Room, we started digging and victims then began coming forward.
And, really consider him one of my good friends.
Kelsey Fulton says that she's been friends with Richmond for years. She says that she often let him use her PayPal account to make transactions.
March of last year, he asked if I had a PayPal and if someone could send me money. I sent him my PayPal, and then someone ended up sending me $600.
Little did she know that Richmond was allegedly selling a credit repair service to people and then skipping out on the service. That is until the dispute started coming in. This one from March 2024, quote, "I noticed that they were ignoring my calls and text messages. I have waited to hear a response and nothing. They just pick up the phone and hang up. Now my number is blocked and my calls will not go through. Please help refund my money. I desperately needed the service and would like the money to take my business elsewhere. I'm realizing I've been scammed," end quote.
But then I get an email from PayPal saying that someone has submitted a dispute.
After they disputed it, what happened? Did you tell PayPal what happened? Did you reach out to John?
Essentially, PayPal was like, well, this is your account. Like, you essentially signed off on it, even though you may not have known. But like the money did go through and you did withdraw it. So they couldn't help me. And John basically he couldn't give me an answer, really. He just said he would figure it out when he got back from Miami. And then by the time he got back from Miami, it wasn't even an option to appeal the dispute anymore because like the time ran out. So the 600 just went to collections for me. And now my PayPal account is closed.
Another woman coming forward to the Shade Room as well, but wanted to remain anonymous after she says John Richmond wired her money through PayPal to then transfer to his Cash App. After she did it, she says he pulled a fast one and disputed the charges with his bank.
I had got a notification one day that said that my PayPal account was in the negative and it was being sent over to the dispute center with PayPal. And when I finally got in contact with somebody, they were saying that basically the charges were appearing fraudulent through my PayPal. And I was like, well, there's no way because somebody would send me the money and he actually received the money. I have texts and confirmations to show that he received said money. So I reached out to him and I'm like, hey, PayPal reached out to me. They said this, that, and the third, they're sending my account like $500 in the negative. How can we rectify this? Or like, do you know what's going on? And I guess he said that there were fraudulent charges on his card. So he reported his card like stolen or something with the bank. And he was like, he's rectifying that. And once he gets back from his trip, he was going to fix everything.
That was 4 years ago. She's still waiting for that money to credit back to her PayPal. She says, though, PayPal did forgive that overdraft, but closed her account altogether.
So I can't say I was shocked at all, but I was rather disappointed.
Are you surprised at all that this is happening?
Back when I first met him, I would have never imagined this is the person that he turned out to be.
John has been setting people up to set other people up, which is also not good. Because what about your friends?
This is certainly a reminder to just be careful when you allow your friends or family to funnel money through you, especially if you don't know who it's coming from or where it's coming from, or you suspect that that person doesn't have a simple bank account. As for Jada, she says she has filed a police report. Police are actively investigating this. We did reach out to John Richmond for a comment. He did reply to us on Instagram saying in part, quote, Jada did dispute with her bank, which got someone else's account closed and the money was taken from them, therefore should have been sent back to her, end quote. Jada refutes that. She says that she's still waiting for her $1,600 back. She says this is a lesson learned, but just wants to encourage other people to just be careful sending money to people, especially if you don't truly know who they are. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.